What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tembrews here, back with another tutorial. Today I'm going to be breaking down my new track called Used To. Just released it on Friday on Blanco y Negro Music. First track I got signed, so super stoked about that. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. It's on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. So I'd really appreciate it if you check it out and let me know what you think. And if you're new to my channel, I make tutorials like this and I release new music every week. I make EDM and rap beats, remixes, and starting to put out some original music. So yeah, if you're feeling generous, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment your thoughts down below. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. So let's get into the tutorial here. So I have the project file open for Used To. And I'm using Logic Pro X, just so you know. And let's start with the first break here. Let me play that. Let me just loop it. Oops. Okay, that's the intro. And let me turn up the volume for you guys here. Just gonna play the first break here for you, so see what it sounds like. So the first break is only 8 bars, super simple. Let me loop it here. So the main element of the first break are these bells here. So I'm gonna solo them for you. This is what they sound like. Go here. This is the pattern for the bells. So they're just some chords with the top melody. And I don't have the key here. Let me find it real quick. I think it's... Okay, so the key is G sharp minor. So usually I'll start with chords, like I have right here, and then I'll add the top melody. And I have the chords are like short in length. See, they're only like 1/4 of a bar here. And that just kind of leaves room for a top melody like these notes here and the vocal and other elements. So definitely recommend playing with like the length of your chords. Play it one more time here for you. And the idea or inspiration for these to use bells actually is from another Slap House track called Broken Angel by Killian K, Lane, and someone else. Sorry if I'm forgetting who the other artist is or singer, but it's called Broken Angel. Believe it came out on Future House Cloud. Great track, go check it out. And Killian K made a tutorial of that track, and in that break there's bells, and kind of gave me the inspiration to use them here. So shout out Killian K and all those artists. So let me show you the processing on the bells, and I'll play it. So just an EQ here. I'm using the FabFilter Pro Q3, cutting out the lows for the bass, and then I'm also cutting out the highs, because that's where the vocal will shine. The highs, especially a female vocal, it has a lot of high frequencies, so you want to cut out highs of your other instruments so that they don't clash too much with the vocal, if that makes sense. Camel Crusher, my Camel Crusher is messed up. It just shows a black screen. I don't know why, but I'm just using the British Clean preset. Use that one like 99% of the time. Just makes it sound bigger, fatter. It's a distortion plugin. And then I have another EQ cutting out the lows and highs again. after the Camel Crusher. Because if you turn this off, the Camel Crusher adds a lot of frequencies that we cut out with the first EQ. So you just want to EQ it again. And then just a stereo imager making the sound wide. So that's the bells here. Let's see what else we got. Then I just got this Reese bass playing the root notes of the chords. Just half a bar of notes. I use this Reese bass a lot, probably too much. Use it in all my slap house stuff. It's a preset I found on Splice called Flume Reese. So shout out Flume. Reese bass, usually iconic in slap house, this style of music. So I'm just playing that. I have a stereo imager making sure the bass is mono. Let's see what else we got here. Then of course, the vocal, just kind of the main part. Let me solo it for you. So I found this vocal on Splice, liked it a lot, so I'll play it for you here. It's only an 8-bar loop, but sometimes that's all you need. And here's the processing I did on the vocal. So I cut out the lows up to 200 hertz. Then I'm using CLA vocals. Just recently got this. I know it's been around forever. Kind of controversial. A lot of producers use it. I think some are against it. I don't know. But I just recently got it, and I like it a lot. I'm not the best at processing vocals. I'm getting better, but I like this one a lot. It's easy to use and makes it sound better instantly. You know, I mostly just use this compression here. I put it on spank mode. And then I have this slap delay on 2. And the reverb's on tight. And then I just lowered it a little because it was too loud after I compressed it. This is without. This is with. Just makes it sound more present and big in the mix. So after CLA, I'm cutting out the lows again. Then I actually have another reverb on it. I have Valhalla Room. Love this reverb. I made a preset for vocals. But you just play around the settings, find what you like. Kind of a big one on it here. Large room. That's without. I think the large reverb sounds good on this vocal just because it's like kind of like mysterious, like ambient. At least I got that vibe. So I think the big reverb worked well on it. And then I'm also just widening the vocal with the S1 imager once again. All right, and then I have some snaps here. Just cashmere from the cashmere pack from Splice. Cutting out the lows, and then just reverb and some widening on the snaps. Let's see what else. And then I have this little Ambience. It's one note of ambience. Do this in a lot of my tracks. Highly recommend this. It's just a background element, and you can't really hear it. The volume is really low. I mean, if you're just randomly listening, you probably don't notice it, but it does add up. And if you turn it off and on, you can kind of just hear it in the background. So let me show you what it is. For the ambience, I'm using Nexus 2, just a string preset called Sad Films. Then I'm cutting out everything up to like 1800, 1900 hertz. So you just want the highs of it. That's really like, it's like a tension string, I think people call it. Big reverb on it, and just widening it. And it's really, the volume is really low in the mix, because you don't want it to get in the way of the vocal or anything else. It's really just a background element, but details like that, they do add to the overall feeling of the track. That's what I found. So let me see if that's it here. Yeah, so really simple break. Let me play the whole thing, and you can kind of hear it if you listen hard. I'm gonna mute it. See, it's off. Now it's on. So you can definitely hear it if you listen closely. It's a good background element that just adds tension. I have, for some transitional stuff, I got this glitch impact here. Like that a lot. That's just hitting right when the break starts. So from the intro to the break. And also have this drum fill for a transition. Super simple. Let me play them both together. That's something that definitely has leveled up my productions over the years. Just paying more attention to detail and transitions. They're not the most fun part to work on, at least I don't think so, but sometimes it's kind of fun, and you really need good transitions and details to make your song sound professional. So what I like to do is I try to find transitions and like impacts, sweeps, things like that. I try to find them in key if I can, but sometimes they don't have to be in key. Like if they're just a drum fill, maybe not. But then I like to stack some of them together and just see how they sound and find cool combinations. It just adds like variance, makes it interesting, as opposed to just using like one transition. I'll stack them together, sometimes chop them up. So here I have this drum loop and an impact, drum fill, sorry. But yeah, so detail, transition, huge. Let me see what else we got here. After the first 4 bars, I just have this like vocal reverse sweep thing. I'll show you it here. Just a transitional element. And that's from Akara Vocal Pack on Splice. Then we're going to go into the build-up, guys. So here's just a pretty normal sweep from a Cashmere pack. That's leading into the build-up, sorry. Okay, here we go. You may have noticed this is not on beat. I think I used it in another project afterwards and changed the tempo, so it should be like hitting right when the build-up hits, but that's why. I have a bunch of impacts just to kind of signal the transition to the build-up. So I'll solo those here for you. See which ones are okay. So just some big impacts there. There's another one, it's like a down sweep, just for some white noise. Then I got some risers here. This one actually has like a tone. And then this one's just white noise, I believe. Yeah. So I like to stack different risers together. Still have the bells playing. And the bass, same bells, same bass, super simple. And then I'm just looping the vocal to kind of give it like a riser build-up effect. And I do shorter and shorter loops. Let's see. Yeah, super simple, guys. And then, of course, I have a snare for the build-up. Snares from Vengeance. I use their pack a lot. Processing, cutting out the sub frequency of the snare up to 100 hertz so it doesn't conflict with the bass too much. Camel crusher, another EQ, and some slight reverb. And I just take the sample from Vengeance, put it in a sampler, and then I have a pitch bend on the